Remember when Lizzo was doing a juice cleanse? Yeah, and the internet lost it. Not for saying slurs or harassing her backup dancers, not even for her derriere hanging out at a basketball game, but for doing something healthy. You would have thought she committed a war crime. And just when you thought you all canceled her into silence, she came back, thinner. And the fatties are mad because their beloved icon who helped build the body positivity rainbow wasn't supposed to want health or change, because then the delusion collapses because her weight loss exposed the lie that people are actually happy being obese, which I addressed in my previous video. Let's be honest, shortness of breath and back pain isn't empowerment. I would know. I used to weigh over 330 pounds. That being said, hi, I'm Vanessa, a professional nerd obsessed with human behavior, and now a girl who's lost over 140 pounds. I'm super close to my goal weight now. Subscribe, and I just might do a face reveal at 1,000 subscribers. Let's get into it. We're in a world where gluttony is empowerment, whereas taking care of yourself or losing weight is considered problematic. Self-discipline, apparently fatphobic. Every time I think the internet cannot get any more backwards, it does. And in today's culture, being skinny is the new villain origin story. As a society, we went from one extreme to another. It was 2000 skinny. Now it's rewarding people for giving up. Literally. Mukbangers binge on camera and get millions of views. Meanwhile, a gym selfie is fatphobic and toxic diet culture. Like, what happened to aspiring to be better? We have rebranded binge eating as self-love and called self-sabotage empowerment. Even the term body positivity has gone from accepting oneself to forcing others to accept your fatness. We went from celebrating body acceptance to glorifying body neglect. Obesity is no longer an illness, it's an identity. Discipline, on the other hand, is internalized fat phobia. Now, I do not know what or how Lizzo lost weight. All I know is that when you go on a weight loss journey, whether you use an aid or not, it requires change along with consistency, hence discipline. It is an act of discipline to lose weight, something your average glutton doesn't have. So instead, they make gluttony their brand. It's honestly crazy to me how gluttony has become so ingrained into our culture. It's honestly sad to see how society is declining. It really makes you wonder, why do we praise people for staying the same, for being average and mediocre, but shame people for choosing to be better? And I guess this saying is true because it's lonely at the top. When you are at the top, it's hard to have friends because being better reminds people that there is a better option, and that's uncomfortable when you've made mediocrity your personality. And women get sold it the most. Don't shrink yourself, love yourself as you are. Which brings me to my next point, Lizzo's weight loss. People used Lizzo as proof, kind of like a, see, she's fat, famous, confident. I don't need to change. If she can do it, I can do it. And with Lizzo, the minute she started putting her health first, the illusions shattered. This whole body positivity stand she was standing for, it was all a facade. And her fans turned on her. And I really don't blame her fans for turning on her because she's going against everything she stood for, right? Because deep down, we all know obesity isn't cute. It isn't fun. And no one is truly happy being sick in their body. Look, Lizzo didn't do anything wrong in terms of losing weight. Like, that is her own personal choice. Nobody has a say over your body, right? She just made people confront their own inaction. She stopped being a mascot for stagnation and fat acceptance and body positivity and all the lies and delusions that we believed in, and became proof that change is possible. And that felt like betrayal. People don't actually hate thin people. They just hate what being thin represents: restraint, effort, and control. They hate the fact that they can't access the privilege that being in a slimmer body gives. Discipline is a mirror, and for a lot of people, that mirror is humiliating. Like, your body is a result of your habits. You eat too much, you gain weight. Whether you're eating healthy or not, the body doesn't lie. I have been there. I used to convince myself I'm eating really well, but when I track my calories, they were always high. So instead of looking inward, these disillusioned gluttons look outward. They shame the fit girl, they mock the healthy choices, and they blame society for their issues, including dogpiling Lizzo over a juice cleanse or any other celebrity over their weight loss. Because when we look at Lizzo, it's not her body that bothers people. It's her power. Being healthy in this generation, it's not just a look. It's a rebellion. It's not about being skinny. It's about being skinny.